Claressa would be able to fight me as if I was to be a professional fighter. If I go and train the same amount of time that she trained, and then I would get in the paint and the out of whoever. It doesn't matter.
Undisputed GWAT herself, Claressa Shields, went from throwing punches in the ring to throwing a toy across a parking lot. The reason for this is that 3 syllables, Papoose, now pause and ask themselves what you get. When you mix an Olympic gold medalist, a reality TV loudmouth, and a love triangle messier than a Zeus Network reunion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your phones on silent, grab your popcorn, and cancel your next boxing match because the realest fight of the year didn't take place in a ring. It's felony charge and 12 million views in 2 hours, according to sources. Claressa lost it when she saw Tesehki getting too close to her man. What happened next was not a conversation, but rather hair-pulling, nail-snatching, and screaming so loud that even Siri was unable to translate it. Was this an unplanned outburst or a planned beating down that was planned weeks in advance? Why did Papoose run? It was supposed to be a peaceful night with a softly lit rooftop dinner, champagne flutes clinking, and perhaps even a toast or two to celebrate Claressa. Even the best reality TV writers couldn't have made up what happened next given Shields' impending Netflix stories and her overt romance with none other than Papoose. Because before dessert was served, Tesehki, yes, that Tesehki, saw Santana's firecracker little sister, known for her loudmouth viral brawls. An unmatched ability to turn any room into a courtroom, decided to show up without invitation, without apology, and seemingly unconcerned that Claressa Shields don't play about her man. To set the scene, Claressa was wearing a glowing black dress with hair and a ring on her finger that wasn't a proposal, was undoubtedly giving mine, not yours. She was standing next to Papoose, who appeared both proud and a little uneasy because, let's face it, you should be uneasy when you're between a world champion boxer and a viral reality star with 3 active restraining orders. Then we walked to Tesehki, who had leopard print hair pulled back in a snatched ponytail and a smug grin that could have melted the ice sculpture on the dessert table. Security didn't stop her. Perhaps they didn't recognize her, or perhaps they didn't want to get involved. When a woman dropped her phone, a waiter stumbled, and Claressa saw her. Everything changed. According to one anonymous guest, Claressa muttered to herself as she tightened her heels and gave her purse to a friend. And then, like she was walking to the way in the stage, yes, moved out of her way like she had an invisible force field. Tesehki stood her ground, flipping her 30-inch ponytail as if she had practiced this moment in front of a mirror. Eyewitnesses claim that Claressa didn't ask questions, didn't yell, didn't even blink. She just swung. And when we say swung, we mean that she grabbed Tesehki by the hair, spun her sideways, and slammed her into a table of mini cupcakes that were meant to spell loyalty in gold icing, irony, grimacing, face security, nowhere to be found. And Papoose froze like a sim character, guests filming like TMZ interns. One video clip, which has been viewed over 18 million times, shows the exact moment she screamed, "I just wanted to talk," before Claressa pulled her across the rooftop floor as if she was performing for Swiffer Ekiel. The hashtag read, "Ain't no street me upcoming." I was just thinking, I get over that. To be a daddy, I'm not a girl, and I'm going to take $100,000 from you. Girl, you give me $1 million. No, you give me $1 million and I get in with you. But that's going to take after me training and everything. You know what I mean? Because I'm a natural born trainer. So if I actually went and trained and sparred because I think I'm going to do some sparring, I want to do it because I've never sparred in my life. Let's go back 2 weeks before the rooftop beatdown. A dubious blog post surfaced claiming that Papoose had been secretly texting Tesehki, allegedly asking for career advice, PR help, and emotional support. You guys see me doing on baddies and in the fights that people see me do when I was a child. That all was just natural. So I'm going to the gym. I'm going to make me some professional training. Then we're going to see what's going on. The texts were never verified, but fans noticed that Papoose liked a number of Tesehki's Instagram posts. Not just any posts, though. We're talking about lip gloss promos, thirst traps, and one in which she captioned, "I'll snatch what's mine if I have to," face blowing a kiss. It wasn't subtle at all, which is when Claressa shared her now famous Instagram story. "These hands have been blessed by Olympic gold. Don't tempt me." The medium-skish nail polish was used, and guess who reposted it with a "insiders claim that"? Claressa warned Papoose to cut off all communication with Tesehki, but Papoose allegedly told her, "It's nothing. She's just loud baby." Loud is what you hear before the storm hits. The storm finally exploded on the night of the dinner, and one guest compared it to watching Real Housewives meet UFC, while another said it was the most athletic hair pull I've ever seen. Security finally arrived 3 minutes late and one wig too late, and Claressa was dragged off to Tesehki, who was seen screaming and clutching her lashes. Taki repeatedly said, my nail," but the worst part is that she didn't return a single blow, and the reason for that is that in an enigmatic voicemail that was purportedly from Taki herself, she states, "Girl, I wasn't trying to fight. I was trying to film. I had a whole camera crew in the SUV. This was supposed to be my comeback episode. Excuse me, did we just hear that right? Was this fight planned? Was Claressa set up? Is Papoose being used for clout?" Claressa was adjusting her earrings and being offered a napkin for her scraped knuckles. A voice behind her said, "Ma'am, I'm going to need you to step over here." The moment was captured from 3 angles in cinematic lighting and appeared on the internet within 17 minutes. Next up was Claressa Shields, the 2-time Olympic gold medalist, the GWAT. The woman who defeated opponents in Vegas and made pay-per-view history. Up police sirens reverberated throughout the venue. And someone had called the police. Asterisk, the arresting officer calmly says, "Ma'am, we've received multiple reports of assault and battery. Please turn around." Claressa allegedly replied, "Battery. I haven't even warmed up yet." This is the most viral video of her being escorted out of a rooftop dinner party in handcuffs. And yes, it was all captured on camera. 5 different angles are now making the rounds on TikTok, Twitter, and a private Snapchat group called She Beat Her Down, nail polish medium, skin tone, her eyes, and allowed them to cuff her as though she was posing for a photo shoot. Meanwhile, Toy was being assisted into an Uber Black by a group of assistants, sobbing dramatically, clutching a bundle of ice, having mascara smudged, one nail missing, a wig, and a lopsided lip gloss still shining. She looked like a woman who had experienced emotional and physical conflict and knew exactly how to make money. Screenshots of an alleged direct message exchange between Papoose and Tesehki, which was sent just 5 days prior to the altercation, were released. And let me tell you, these weren't messages about the music industry. "I wish I could be where you are right now. I need peace." You're dating a professional boxer and texting that to a woman who flips dinner tables on livestream. Nah, bro. You wanted pieces of drama. Another message purportedly shows Papoose saying, "She always wants to fight. You're different. Let me breathe. Oof." When these screenshots surfaced online, fans overtook Instagram with comments like, "Not Papoose gaslighting Claressa," while secretly texting. Zeus Network's future star Tesehki got her hair snatched over a man who still wears. Let's take a moment to talk about Remy Ma, because in a strangely timed Instagram story, Remy shared a selfie with the caption, "Sometimes the trash takes itself out. Leather vests in 2025. Remy Ma is somewhere drinking wine and observing this like eyes. Since Papoose and Claressa went public, Remy has been eerily quiet. But behind the scenes, she's reportedly been pitching around a Doozer's Deal working title. Nail polish, medium skin tone, no tags, no context, just vibes. But fans connected the dots faster than a YouTube detective on espresso. When the internet debated whether Claressa deserved jail time or a BET award, Fat Joe himself entered the ring. That's right, Remy Ma's longtime mentor, hip-hop legend, and man who never minds his own business. Fat Joe allegedly called the police precinct demanding Claressa's release. After the ring, life without loyalty, you can't make this up. Or rather, we can because we just went back to the rooftop drama as Claressa sat in the back of the police cruiser. Handcuffed, makeup still flawless, and one camera caught her mouthing. Oh boy, she meant it. Joe informed the police she's a national treasure. You don't lock up Allie's daughter because somebody got too bold, according to the dispatcher, who revealed this information to a blog with 12 subscribers. It was bold. To wear a rag doll as a bad wig at a beauty pageant. But that didn't stop the campaign. 2 hours after her arrest, thousands of people joined the hashtag #FreakLoreSA, and even celebrities joined in. One boxer tweeted, "She did what any real one would do. You touch her, man, you touch her gloves." Papoose, meanwhile, is completely silent. It was a blurry photo of him sitting in the back of a hookah lounge in Jersey, with his face buried in his hands while a man next to him whispered, "Bro, this isn't love and hip-hop. This is real life." He was last seen leaving the venue alone, head down, surrounded by flashing cameras, holding the same jacket he wore during his wedding to Remy Ma Poetic. Rumors circulated that he was in hiding, possibly trying to lawyer up, and allegedly cutting off contact with both women. Next came the finally Part 2's surveillance footage was leaked. It turns out that the rooftop dinner venue had 360 HD surveillance, which captured the entire altercation from the moment Taki entered until her lashes fell off mid-hair pull. Several blogs claim that in the footage you can see Tiki whisper something to Papoose before Claressa attacks her. The audio is unclear, but lip readers on TikTok think she said she wasn't even pregnant. Wait, that one line has now sparked a whole new theory that Claressa's rumored pregnancy is the very thing she hinted at on Instagram. The police report is out, and it lists assault and battery, disturbing the peace, destruction of property. Those cupcakes never stood a chance, and potential civil suits are pending. Oh, and Claressa is out on bail. Fans are speculating that it was either Fat Joe or Remy Ma. Because if there's one thing Remy loves, it's watching another woman crash into the same wall she once built a house on. However, what is Claressa doing? Now, is it a PR ploy, a secure the man tactic, or just jealous slander from Tesehki? Preparing to file a lawsuit to retaliate, is Papoose the real bad guy in this situation, or is he the victim? According to a final voicemail that was leaked a few hours ago, Claressa said, "He played us both, and I'm not done yet." We leave you hanging after that because what follows makes the slap appear like foreplay. By this point, the internet has transformed into a large courtroom with Olympic champion Claressa on one side, scorned for allegedly being pregnant and now out on bail on the other team. A wig snatched, but with a legally protected camera ready and fully charged up. Influencer rebrand, but as the smoke cleared and the memes grew, a new question began to circulate. Is Claressa even pregnant? Yes, the one whisper that was sent to Tesehki before Claressa lunged was true, and it officially set the internet on fire. Now everyone was analyzing the body language of Claressa's recent Instagram posts, from Facebook aunties to YouTube tarot readers. To go back a few weeks before the rooftop rumble, Claressa had shared a soft-lit picture of herself holding her belly with a caption, "New season, new fight, new beginning, 2 hearts." Fans and blogs immediately thought it was a pregnancy announcement. But here's the thing, there was never an ultrasound, no due date, no gender reveal, just cryptic captions and strategic angles. Now that Tiki's mic drop moment was up in the air, people were digging. One blogger shared a side-by-side of 2 events, one where Claressa was showing and another 3 days later where she had a flat stomach in a waist trainer shape, which was either a coincidence angle or a fake belly pad energy. An anonymous makeup artist from one of Claressa's promotional shoots appeared on YouTube with a blurred voice, saying, "I ain't saying she pretended, but she made it clear that we shouldn't touch her belly, and the lumps appeared to be adjustable." In the meantime, guess who made the decision to finally speak up? Tesehki from an Atlanta spa, dressed in a fluffy white robe and under-eye patches. posted a 2-minute Instagram reel titled "Let's Talk About It and Baby." She began by saying, "I didn't ask for this. I was invited by someone who said it was all love and yes, that someone is allegedly Papoose." She then displayed a text thread in dark mode, which naturally displayed a contact saved as golden era Pap Crown messaging. If Rihanna had shown up to support Coogee after a fight with Chris Brown, there would have been unheard of rumors that Remy and Tesehki might work together. Some bloggers say that a leaked pitch deck, called Wifed and Wounded, Healing from the Same Man, has allegedly been making the rounds on streaming platforms, giving a two-woman tell-all about Papoose's pattern of manipulation. I want you to come through with just chill vibes. Ignore her energy and ignore her problems, sir. Let's move on to the legal aspect of things, because the court documents have finally been released. And guess what? Toy is suing Claressa for emotional distress, physical injury, lost brand deals, and, wait for it, public defamation by a cupcake assault. The exact language from the complaint reads, "My client endured embarrassment, hair loss, and reputational harm due to being slammed into a dessert table at a high-profile event, sis." The dessert table is a point of legal trauma. The twist is that Claressa is countersuing her camp, which issued a fiery statement saying, "Miss Shields was provoked, manipulated, and intentionally ambushed by individuals seeking clout and controversy. We will not be silenced" is bigger than boxing. It's about protecting Black women from weaponized lies. The statement went viral, with some fans supporting her and calling Tesehki a clout chaser, opportunist, and a dollar store Mona Scott. Others demanded that Claressa take responsibility and cease swinging whenever someone flirted with her man. Papoose remained silent in the meantime. But guess what? A blurry photo of him leaving an OBGYN clinic by himself appears. Now, rumors are circulating once more. Is Claressa truly pregnant and he was just checking in with her? Or is he trying to confirm something before everything goes to court? Messier, another leak, claims Remy Ma has a text that shows Papoose was talking to a third woman the entire time. The screenshots aren't confirmed, but if it's true, that man deserves a WWE title belt for triple-dipping dysfunction. That's the end of the communication, because lawsuits are coming, NDAs are breaking, and a public sit-down interview hosted by Angie Martinez has reportedly already been scheduled with all three parties. Yes, Claressa, Tesehki, and Papoose are sitting side by side explaining what the hell happened. Working title: Baby Showers, Boxers, and Bad Decisions. And there you have it. The voicemail was allegedly sent by Claressa herself to someone in her camp just hours after her arrest. "I should have left the ring in the ring, but they played with my name," she said in her camp. This triangle has just turned into a square of scandal, and you are the jury. Should Claressa be forgiven? Did Tesehki set her up for power? Should Papoose just delete his messages? The gloves are off, the wigs are gone, the lawsuits are filed, and the internet may never recover. But now, it's your turn. Was Tesehki out of line, or did she deserve every hair yank for showing up without permission and texting another woman's man? Papoose is the real villain here, playing both sides like a rap game. Dr. Phil and Remy Ma. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Gossip Spill Vibe, where we don't just spill the tea, we flip the table, zoom in on the footage, and circle the drama in red. This story is still developing, and as you already know, we're watching every leak, screenshot, and dubious Instagram live. Stay tuned, because part 2 of this catastrophe might include DNA results.